Good morning, guys. Today we're talking about, oh, there it goes. Look at it pushing. Up 24 now. So I'm short Euro USD. It's Monday, April 6th. It's about 9:30 in the morning. We're headed into the New York Open. Stocks are about to open here. I am short with my stop loss very, very close to the break-even price. Both of these positions, my risk is split between the two, are still in full size. I'm in this trade short because first, there was nothing super clean this morning when we talk about A, B, or C setups. If you saw the video I posted a few days ago about how I exit my trades, you know I like to grade my setups. So this morning, there was nothing that was super clean. However, you can still sometimes find risk-reward setups that are worth a small piece of risk that can end up being 2, 3, 4, even 5R winners that end up putting a decent win in your pocket, like I said, with a small piece of risk. So today we're going to go over this Euro USD setup. It's not an A setup. To me, it's a C setup, but still, with only 13 pips of a stop, I'm now up over 2R. So even with 0.5% risk, you can put over 1% in your account. Now as it pushes lower, we can go to 2%, maybe 3%. This has a lot of space still to move on ADR. So I'm going to break it down for you here. But if you're new to the channel, ow, that was my elbow. My name is Austin Silver. I appreciate you being here. I'm the co-owner and head of trading at ASFX. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. I'm always going to check those and answer, make sure I'm giving a very clear explanation of this trade, as I do with all of my trades. And if you find any value, all I ask is you hit the thumbs up button. It helps the YouTube algorithm to spread this value to the other traders in the community, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos. Now, let's turn to trading view. As you can see, I'm up 26 pips, 22 pips between the two positions. We have 7.5 minutes left on this candle. I have the 15-minute open on the right side, the 1-minute open on the left side. I have this beautiful iMac here that I'm very lucky to have, and it helps me see both of my charts on one screen. It's awesome. I don't need to split my screens anymore. It's very easy to see. The idea here, let's start on the 15-minute. I'm going to blow this up. The idea here came as we started to see Euro USD move lower after the high set at the breakout on the changeover from the Asian session into the London session. That's about 1 to 3 a.m. New York time. So we see the high set, and since then, we were making lower highs all morning into 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock here, New York time. The thing that I liked about this morning, I did not like the TDI being above a 50 value. Didn't love that, but I love the idea that we were short biased euros last week. I made money on Thursday Euro USD short, and I made money Friday on Euro USD short. So to come into the week short biased makes the most sense, even if that TDI isn't perfect. I'm still going to look for shorts if the higher time frames agree with that. So this morning, again, structure is looking like it's moving lower. TDI is moving lower, but could have a better value. The 1 hour was really what I liked a lot about this idea. As you can see, overnight, price had a really, really tough time breaking above the 21 EMA. The TDI value here is really strong. So I know if price gets outside the 8 EMA, more likely than not, it's going to move lower. That's the beautiful thing about EMAs. I'm not using them for my exact entry signal. That's where the A1, the D1, and the D2 come in. But the EMAs really do help me read the trend. So again, looking at this on the 15-minute, it's been outside the 8 EMA every 15-minute candle since I got in the trade. It did pin higher a few candles, but it ended up still closing outside the 8 EMA. And that's kept me in this trade. So let me take you to the 1 minute. We'll swap screens here and just watch how structure has been held really nicely. You can see from 6 o'clock this morning, the RSI and price action, both in line with each other, in confluence with each other, are making lower highs. And that's that solid structure that I want to see. That's why I've now moved my stop to this new lower high. I want to see that respected, and I want to see us come lower as we push into 10 o'clock. So I'm going to leave this trade here. I'm going to end this clip here. I'm going to come back in a few minutes and let you know how this trade plays out. As you can see, up over 1R on both entries with that 12, 13 pip stop. But we're going to give this time because I think it can still move lower. So I appreciate you being here. Let's give this trade a few minutes. I'll come back on and show you how it plays out. All right, guys, it is just about 10 o'clock. As you can see, I am out of the trade. I'll put the PNL up here. You can see I only got 1 pip out of this thing, so basically nothing, just a wash. Now, I was up over 2R, as you can see. You saw that in the previous clip, too. So for me, and what I want you guys to take out of this, first and foremost, at this point in the day, at this point in the trade, first, I said this morning on Instagram that I didn't love anything, so I should have probably at that point just pulled back and not traded at all. Now, the fact that I still found a risk-reward setup and still took a trade leads me into the second and I think more important point, which is that if you do take a C setup, to go up 2R and then break my rules and not take some of the trade-off is foolish. I was greedy. I thought this was going to keep moving. I thought that I was more right. I was more focused on being right than I was on making money. So take that from me. Take that from my mistake today. Now again, I'm still blue, just barely, but still blue on the day. So it's not a loss, but you always want to try to pull out of the day, what could you do better? And when we analyze this as let's put the result aside. Let's look at the process. I should have definitely taken some of this trade off when it moved here on the 1 minute about, let me measure it exactly. Oops. When it moved about 25 pips or so from the entry. Because the stop was 12, 13 pips, like I told you, being up 25, 24 pips, that's 2R. Some of the trade should have definitely come off there. And now, as you can see, it turned right around quickly, picked up, and then stopped me out in profit. So what I'm going to do now, because it's 10 o'clock, I definitely am done for the day. There's no reason to force anything. I could have done better here. I'm going to take this lesson and make sure I don't make this mistake the rest of the week. So if you watch this video, hold me accountable. Watch the next few trade recaps in order and see if I hold myself to the standard that I know I should be held to, and I exit trades according to my rules better. You guys have seen the video I posted already. If you haven't, it's in the playlists below. It's about how I exit my trades. You know, if you watched that video, that I should have taken some of this trade off. I said that in the video yesterday because it's written in my rules. I just didn't follow the rules that well today. So I left a little bit of money out there. Again, not a big position, but I could have pulled 1% off of this, a little bit more than that, and that would have been nice. So take the lesson. The result is, it is what it is. We do better tomorrow. I'm thankful for the lesson. I'm thankful for the opportunity to still show up tomorrow and be better. That's the best part about trading, is I love it because you can still improve every single day. It's like constant growth, constantly feeling productive, and I like that. So yeah, I hope you took some value out of the video here on how I took the risk, how I read the risk, and how I could have managed this better. Could have been a nice win in my pocket this morning, and instead it was just a break even. Could have done better. But again, it's a good lesson to take into the week. So I hope you found some value. Drop a comment if you have any questions. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next trade.